I'd like to introduce you to Ross Allan. Ross Allan's been involved with dogs for over 40 years, and I met Ross at a training place with small horses, and I talked to him about the BioAktiv, and he's taken it on trial for the last 4 to 5 months, and I'd like to get him to talk about it because he has over 20 dogs and with experiences in all different levels. So, hi Ross, how are you doing?
Vince?
So tell me a little bit about your dogs and your involvement with the dogs.
Well, my background is Royal Australian Air Force police dogs in the 1970s. So I've been training dogs fairly consistently since that time, a period of 44 years.
Right.
In relation to the BioAktiv, when I was trained by the R.A.A.F, the R.A.A.F was huge on raw food diets at that time. Raw bones, raw meat, vegetables and so forth. Later, I understand they changed to processed food.
Yeah.
So raw food has been something that's made sense to me for a long time, and the accent on diet is paramount, I've found, i.e. as in the dog not only feeling better, looking better, but also performing better. I do a variety of work with dogs, as in problem dogs, family pets and so forth of all different breeds, from the tinies to the large breeds. I suppose we're looking at well over 1,000 dogs that I've been involved with at this point in time. Some were trained for competition, obedience trials, others, a couple for the Queensland Police. One went into the prisons. You've got security dogs and so forth. I've had a lot of experience with tracking, bite work, obedience type thing, home protection dogs. With the problem dogs, I've found normally they're on a processed food diet, as in dry biscuit. When they're changed to a full raw food diet, as in raw meat and bones, offal organs, fruit, vegetables and so forth, there can be a complete change in the dog's attitude in 24 hours. However, there always seems to be a little hurdle in life as I go along. There's something, I hit a sticking point, and then I get quite frustrated that I can't resolve it. And the last one of recent times, flea problem. I've got a bit of acreage and I can't do anything about. I've got too much ground that's covered in fleas to lime it, etc. So I had a flea issue. Most of the dogs were fine. Some were deteriorating quite badly. Skin issues, ear issues.
When you say skin issues, like itchy, scratching?
Itchy, scratching, smelling, and you know, when fleas are bad, the frenetic type, frenzy type scratching, and when they slept it was more out of tiredness.
Become nervous and that, do they?
Yeah. We had, I'm loath to use the chemical type substances, the advantages and advantages and so forth. I think they cause more harm than good.
So how long have you been using all the different things for before you did the BioAktiv?
BioAktiv? 20 odd years.
Right. So it's had to keep continually using the chemicals on that.
Well, I didn't use the chemicals because I'm aware of the dangers of them, but I was using the pyrethrin-based products like Fidays, which I found very effective, but cost prohibitive. Right. When you've got over 20 dogs, it's all right if you've got 1 or 2, but when you've got the number I've got. Yeah. And then, quite frankly, I was almost at the point of tearing my hair out when we met at a little seminar one day, and I expressed my frustration to you, and you said you had the solution. And by and large you did. The change was dramatic. Yep. Within 4 days the fleas hadn't gone, they were still on the dogs, and the Fidays you can afford to do now because I only have to do it once a week, once a fortnight, and so on. Yep. But as you said, one of the side effects of BioAktiv is that it changed the dog's odour and the dog's less attracted to fleas, and that's certainly been the case. As time has gone on, we've had, the dogs have been calmer. Yep. I don't know whether, I had rapid responses. Yeah. Far more than what I expected, and it surprised you, of course. But perhaps that's because I feed on a raw food diet. If the dogs are on a processed food diet with the kibble and so forth, the progress mightn't have been as rapid. But within 4 days, there's a dramatic change. One Timber Shepherd bitch I have. She's about 7 years of age. Timber Shepherd, for those who don't know, they're a German Shepherd with about 10% North American timber wolf. So the breed was developed by the US military. And she had, over the years, incessantly sore ears, skin problems, rashes. I'd get her looking good, she'd go downhill again. Looking good, she'd go downhill again. BioAktiv, she has just progressed and progressed to the point now where I've actually mated her to have a litter. I won't mate with a bitch unless she's really healthy.
Yep.
I want really healthy puppies from it. Plus, it's not fair on her for not feeling well and having none to go.
So that dog no longer is scratching, itching.
No scratching. She's got that full wolf coat back, that
Yep.
thick, luxurious coat back that they have.
Yep.
The ear issues are gone. The ears are always pussy, what have you, and I wasn't aware until I was digging in the internet that ears needed probiotics. I've always been a big believer in probiotics for dogs. So I stepped up the probiotic issue. That helped for a little bit, but then it all came back again. Just nothing seemed to work. And I try a lot of stuff. I'm a big user of the internet, YouTube. When I've got a problem, I dig deep. I'll ring around. You know, I'm not backward and asking for help whatsoever from anybody. And the BioAktiv, it was like a yoke lifted off my neck. It really was a relief. To see in 4 days what I witnessed is unbelievable. If it's, I don't suppose there's such a thing as a miracle supplement, but it probably doesn't fix everything. But by gee, with over 20 dogs, I can tell you it's impressed me nowhere.
Yeah, and you were telling me that one stage if people walk past, they would just go ballistic, the dogs, and now.
I live beside a country road. I've got a high fence, and like I said, I've got acreage. And anyone going along the road, walking with a dog, riding a horse, there'd be this huge hullabaloo of dogs.
Especially with 20 dogs, it's quite a clang.
Yeah, and then you just hit. My wife and I one day were sitting down with the dogs, and a couple of ladies are riding past on horses with a couple of dogs, and the dogs never moved. They just looked up.
Yep.
And it's not through. It hasn't lowered their energy levels by any means. My present occupation is as a security officer at the Rockhampton railway station. I do night duties there with dogs, with my dogs. I patrol with them.
Yep. And
they're as alert, if not more alert, than what they were in previous days.
Right. And also, you mentioned some place where about the energy of the dogs. Some dogs that didn't have much energy are now.
Yeah, I found not an energy issue so much, but a more balanced mindset.
Yeah.
Some dogs, as I say, I do a bit of protection training, and some dogs were just not quite getting the idea of showing aggression to the agitators, not quite getting the idea of biting a bit of padding or what have you.
Yeah.
And that seems to have changed. They seem to be more focused on what they have to do, and they're performing better for it. The training has increased as a result of it.
Good. That means they're much more alert, and they can. What's their feces like now with the BioAktiv?
Yeah, it's as you said to expect. I haven't checked the smell, I might add. I haven't got down that close. Forgive me for that, but
fair enough.
I've been a great watcher. I'm a great watcher of stools of dogs. That is.
Yeah.
Because they tell you a lot about the health of the dog, the worming aspects and so forth. But because I feed raw food, I'll often see a little bit of vegetable matter in the stools.
Yep.
And the dogs generally duplicate about 30% undigested feces.
Yep.
And yeah, there's no undigested food in the stools. All the food seems to be utilised.
And they're eating just as much, or they're eating less? Do you find the dogs since they've been?
No, I haven't found a great difference there.
Difference, right? Just that they're digesting their food totally roasted.
Yeah, sure. And when you think about it, about a third of what we spend on our dog food is wasted.
That's true, yeah.
You know, it's a hell of a lot of money to go down the tube over the years. And it's, I was quite surprised when I mean, you said it would happen, and if you said it would happen, I had no doubt about that.
Yeah.
But when I could see myself, it was quite a pleasant surprise.
Oh, that's good. Thank you very much, Ross. Was there anything else you'd like to add to there. Have you used it as a wash on the dogs at all?
I
with
have
the
used
itchiness?
it on one dog. She came along really well, and then all of a sudden she started to tear out a bit.
Yep.
I think it might be more to do with some sort of mites in the area.
Okay, right.
But yeah, so I made up a solution of the Formula 2, the
Yep.
crystals, and
Yep.
I soaked her with it for a couple of days, and there seemed to be quite a distinctive improvement.
That's good. Okay, Ross, thank you very much.